Today is the feast of Saint Matthias. The first reading chosen from the feast, which is from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 1, verses 15 to 17 and verses 20 to 26, speaks about how Matthias came to be an apostle. The disciples and the apostles of Jesus numbered 12. But Judas decided to go his own way, and so they were now 11. The number 12 corresponds also to the 12 tribes of Israel, and in keeping with that number, the disciples decided that they must choose another one who would make up the total of 12. At the first Christian community, what was very important was that anyone who claimed to be an apostle or anyone chosen to be an apostle had to have been with Jesus in his lifetime. And at that time, when Peter addresses the crowd of about 120 persons, there were two people among that group who had been with Jesus and had followed him wherever he went. And the disciples had to make a choice of one of these two. One was named Joseph Barsabbas and the other was Matthias. After prayer to the Holy Spirit for the gift of enlightenment, they decided to cast lots on who would be the 12th, and the 12th was Matthias because the lot fell on Matthias. And so he became, after Judas had gone his own way, one of the 12 numbered among the apostles. It is this Matthias whom we celebrate today. The gospel text of today gives us an insight into who Matthias is because it is chosen from the gospel of John chapter 15 verses 9 to 17. And in these verses, Jesus speaks about the love which he has for the disciples, like the Father has love for him. And Jesus begins by saying in these verses, as the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. In other words, the same love which the Father has given to Jesus, with the same love which the Father has poured out on Jesus, is the love that Jesus pours out on his disciples. And Jesus goes on to tell his disciples to remain in his love, and they will remain in his love because they keep his commandments. And the commandments that Jesus gave can be summarized not in 10 or 11 or 9 or 8, but in one commandment, which is that one loves God only by loving one's neighbor and the environment. And so, Matthias was one of those who was able to reach out in love. Matthias was one of those who was able to imitate his Lord in the love which the Lord poured on him and which he poured on others. And so Jesus continues to say that these are now not slaves, they are his friends. And Jesus asks that they manifest him, that they reveal him, that they make him known just as he manifested, revealed, and made known the Father. Matthias took up this challenge and in his own life was able to respond to the challenges which life posed by responding, not reacting, but by responding from love. Whenever we are faced with challenges, whenever we are faced with trials and tribulations, there is the danger that we might react to those challenges and tribulations. The gospel text of today and the feast of today is calling us to respond and to respond with love. Will you, in imitation of Jesus, whom Matthias imitated, reveal God as love?